I know, like in Magic, we should be live here shortly. The one thing that I did learn about for oh my god, like for a minute there, I just opened up the wrong face. I opened up my Facebook, and there's this bad meme on here right now, and I'm like, oh my god, in my screen share. So we're gonna close this VM, remove this RDP session, so I don't actually do something we don't want to do. And
were the socks grippy, Harry?
oh, the grippiest. And I did learn that finally found the price tag that Dear Leader spends for using some of the music stuff that they have on the podcast. And it's like, you know, we can have access to this, but like it would cut into our the key holder fund that we have. Now, granted, it's at, you know, amount, and
so I did hear a little bit of that. I was kind of surprised. I'm in the store on Saturday morning and I see a notification that We Are Libertarians has gone live and it's you two. And I'm like, well, that's interesting. That I thought maybe there would be a third person involved there, but I guess not.
Well, Reinhold, if you would have watched the show, you would know that Dear Leader and I was trying something out. We communicated with something. We wanted to try something out, and we didn't know how it would go. And
which is my understanding is what I've been suggesting we do for 2 years, but I wasn't involved.
All right. So now Reinhold,
I was like, I'm at Lowe's going, oh, this is interesting. So
now
I watched a little bit of it while I'm waiting for the guy. I'm like,
if you could kindly sit over there with the rest of the women, I can explain this to you.
I listened to the show. I watched the show, and I was brought up and mentioned a few times, which I was appreciative of. At least I wasn't completely forgotten, and I did get mentioned, so that was an appreciative.
Yes, you have a great idea, but once a man brought it up, we went with it.
I just don't think. How many times have I said that to you? And you're like, "No, we're not going to do reactions. We're not going to do reactions. Not going to do reactions. Let's do reactions over here."
I'm the one who said I didn't want to do reactions. That's the difference.
Yeah, I'm fine with wanting to do reactions, stuff like that. But Delia and I was talking. We talked. We had an Omega level meeting, and we discussed things going forward. And he was like, "What can we do?" Like it was more of a we had a great frank conversation. You know, things were said. Okay, I'm not going to tell you what happened because, like I said, things were said. We were open. We were able to be vulnerable with each other, say things we didn't like about each other. It was a great, vulnerable friend conversation that we had with each other. It's something that we don't do regularly, but we used to do. You know, but so it was very helpful. And the one thing that came out of that was that show was like, hey, Reinhold likes doing this. We want to do something else. Let's try this out. It's like, okay, let's just try this, right? And was just like, we're going to do it this way. We actually planned on actually doing it at the 2U, but he was just too tired and I didn't want to cancel my Pilates class. So we just did it this way. We just ran it together. It was just, and that's why. Do we plan on doing it with you in the future? Yes, Reinhold. Okay. That's why we brought you up.
I listened to the show and it didn't sound like you were going to bring me on, but occasionally.
But we didn't know how else it was going to go. We want to get the good framework and the bones together before we start adding all these other pieces to it. We just wanted to keep everything stripped down and just to see, just like a computer, basic bones before we add in other good cool features. Okay,
they had to make sure they weren't going to get a Jax film video made on them. That's all they were doing.
Yeah. And we talked about a YouTuber you didn't like. Okay, you don't even like him. Because he's Canadian.
I had no problem with what you guys were talking about. I listened to the show. I agreed with a lot of what he said.
That's you though, Harry. You're the one who hates Canadians.
I don't hate Canadians.
You're the one that thinks we should invade him.
Well, I call that Manifest Destiny 2.0. Okay. Anyways, Christian goes, I got caught out on Saturday, so that apparently the
I heard that.
Number one key holder Christy Avery,
fake lives.
Yeah. The power of low key bullying your leader. It's so that's the power of the show. And thank you, Christy. So, anyways, hey everybody, welcome to an exciting episode of Low Key on the We Are Libertarians network. I am Harry, aka the Movie Target. So welcome to an exciting new episode. This episode should be a lot of fun. This one's bringing into off the heels of doing the cool episode that we did on for the We Are Libertarians networks. Probably it's going to come out on the Chris Bengals feed, which us reacting to the some of the Twitter X drama or Twitter drama with Mudahar, aka Similar to Gamer, with XQC over doing React comment. Apparently, this is like massive stuff is going on. We could probably, which finding out on Sunday, looking at it after I planned this show, was more stuff started happening and coming out. So we could have just kept going on this subject, but that is not this tonight's subject. We're actually going to talk about some of the changes that happened in the Minecraft EULA and some other unexpected Twitch drama. It's going to be fun. Going to be a great episode. But since you guys know that I do not fly solo, I like to bring other people with me. So I'd like to introduce the heart of the show, Reinhold. Reinhold, go ahead and say hi. I know you've been talking for a while. If you saw the intro, but go ahead, Reinhold. Go say hi to everybody. Introduce yourself.
Hello, everybody. I'm Ryan Holt. I'm here to give my 2 cents when invited. So I'm glad to be here and be part of the show.
All right. All right. I'm going to request 20% less sass. Okay. 20%. All right. And the other just a little bit. The other person you got also hearing is Vincent. Go ahead and say hi.
It's okay, Reinhold. You being a co-host is up for interpretation.
I'm a co-panelist. Probably the better term for the other show. Right? For the panel shows, I'm occasionally
Co-panelist.
Oh my god!
I'm like the Trump attorneys who come on every once in a while to spew a bunch of just junk and then kind of go away. Stir things up a little bit, and then off I go into the sunset.
Yeah. And we may or may not do your advice later on. Anyways, yes. Apparently, saying fake live triggered dear leader does not like that term. Howdy ho, Jake squats for cakes. Howdy ho. Yeah. Yes. Christy is very powerful. But yes, Vincent, you go sing, yourself second.
Yeah, I'm here just to enjoy talking about all this weird stuff because the internet's a weird place and things constantly change for weird reasons.
Oh yeah. Everything's constantly changing, everything constantly moving, and I think one thing that companies regularly do sometimes change their end user license agreement. Things happen, the way software updates, laws changes, or just insurance or things change, or the way you have licensing changes, which does happen. So one of the big changes that is happening over it's not everyone's favorite game. A lot of people's favorite game is this game Minecraft. Some people grew up with this game. This is people's jam is Minecraft. Not my jam. I play Minecraft, but it's not my jam.
There's a reason Steve is in Smash.
I don't know who Steve is.
I play a lot of Minecraft, but it's modded Minecraft.
Careful. I mean,
how's it modded?
It's all Direwolf 20.
Suitable for 12-year-olds.
Yeah, can 10-year-olds understand it, Reinhold? If not,
so what it is with the modded Minecraft, in case anybody doesn't understand, that there's a whole modded Minecraft community. They put these mod packs together with all these great things that are very much automated driven. So it's like engineering modded stuff that you can automate machines to do certain things that then feed out to other machines to do certain things. So you're trying to set up this automated, it's like Factorio or
Satisfactory.
So it's kind of like that in Minecraft. And those mod packs are a lot of fun to play. They're a good challenge for an engineering person like myself.
What's Minecraft?
Minecraft itself is it's basically a game where you can destroy the environment and build the environment. So you can build and destroy everything in the environment. Um, Nothing's like hard set. Like if you go to play one of our favorite games, which is coming out soon, coming out in alpha soon. What was the name of that one? Where you land on a planet and you do all the building, the crafting.
What,
The
Satisfactory?
one you got me in. With the
Satisfactory?
train. Yes, no, yeah, Satisfactory. So it's like Satisfactory. You can't really change the environment.
Right.
You have to kind of build around it.
Correct.
Minecraft, you can destroy. You mine down into the earth, and you pull out all these different resources, and you do things with the resources to build things and build better things and build on top of it. And it's kind of a fun game, and you have enemies to fight, and it's built in a way that's very old school, 16-bit graphics, where everything's big blocked instead of really high definition type things.
Right.
So it's kind of fun to play for kids to play too. So kids love playing it as well.
For layman's terms, it is virtual Legos where the Lego blocks are just easier to break and move around.
Yeah.
But one thing about Minecraft that's really happened over the years is that it's actually started being used in schools to help explain and demonstrate certain things that they want to talk, certain subjects that they want to get across. Like I think there was one that was set up where they could show different there's actually a mod where you have all the different elements in there with a periodic table, and you can see them interact with each other, and that's a fun way to go about learning some of that stuff.
It's a game that's very open-ended, and for what it is what you want it to be.
It's a huge modding community too. Huge modding community and capabilities. That's what really helps drive this game, as opposed to it just kind of coming out and floundering and being nothing for years. The modding ability is what really blew this game up.
Yes to that, but it's also it feels like it hit at the right time for a lot of, especially for an early generation, to get a lot of kids into it. And then when it just kind of went on the decline, and then they basically added another update which revived it in a lot of the social media aspects of it. So like a bunch of YouTubers started pumping out a bunch of new Minecraft stuff out of nowhere. It brought Minecraft back into the public eye and back into everybody going like, oh man, I remember playing Minecraft. This is all the stuff they added, and now I got back into it. And a lot of people just get into playing Minecraft, and they do what they need to do. Like in Minecraft, I dig tunnels, and that's it.
Tunnel weirdo.
Now you mentioned that there's a new EULA. Did they add the bit about being part of a human centipede into the EULA this time?
Right.
You wished.
See, that's why we were joking. You see.
Shake squats for cake. The children yearn for the mines. They sure do. With which is also proof in a socialist system, people just want to work in the mines.
Yeah, Minecraft is since it's so open-ended, there's so many things you can do with it. It feels like it was the natural evolution from something like Legos, where it was you have all your pieces, you build what you can out of your pieces, and then whatever monstrosity you make, you jump into it's like, yeah, this is what I'm playing with, and then you make a story based on what you built, or you build a fucking Millennium Falcon and it's purple and yellow because that's all the pieces you got.
Yeah, there's also like the meme I think I posted in the Things Discord was someone created a Minecraft mod where it has different like banned library books, so you could just go to this Minecraft server out there that you can access and just access all these books that are just banned or just can't access, and it's just through Minecraft, so you can get through a lot of dictatorial regimes or just religious, fundamentalists. Don't you read
United States in the South right now.
And Scout is right. They did add Pokemon, not just the mod for Pokemon, but they actually made a playable version of Pokemon Red in Minecraft.
It was a whole mod that you can go out and you can have this whole, develop their skills. You've had them fight against each other. I mean, it's a whole storyline within that mod. Those mods get updated a lot, so they're a lot of fun. Especially if you like Pokemon. I'm not a big whatever.
Yeah,
it's there. I've seen people play it.
Yeah, so big picture, like it is a lot the work because Minecraft came out it's like the classic Minecraft came out in 2009, really got big around 2011. So it's been out for over a decade of this game of just people have been playing it. So yeah, it's like kind of splits that younger millennials and really young Gen Z people. This is their game, and it's sort of reach it. Like even my daughter, she unfortunately got corrupted playing Minecraft at school on her touchscreen laptop, which is like the worst, trying to get her to do anything with a keyboard, mouse, or a controller now because she just wants to touch screen to play Minecraft. Mm-hmm. It's the worst. But so as all things happen, small team creates game, awesome game, makes money, gigantic corporation buys game from tiny people, gets a lot of money, massive amount, get paid, big corporation, use it to make more money, and then eventually wants to crap down on other people who are trying to be too creative with their IP. By that, but the giant corporation may or may not be Microsoft. Because
let's be fair. Since Microsoft bought Minecraft, they have done a great job expanding it, improving it, making it a great product.
Great product.
For years. They've done this.
Yes. Until this EULA dropped.
Yep.
And it was kind of like, and it kind of like when this EULA did drop, it is kind of like, really, did you look at Wizard of Coast as a hold my beer? Hold my blocks. Hold my blocks. So let's see. I wonder if I should share my screen of Mojang announcing this.
Get the right screen. Don't get the wrong screen.
You closed that VM, sir?
I know.
Let's do the drum roll. See if we get the right one.
How dare you? How dare you?
He shares the screen. It's just Android 18.
That's my background.
Just eating the sandwich. Just eating the sandwich.
My background, sir. Okay, so a lot of different EULA changes mostly comes into the fact on how you actually use Minecraft and its IP as in general. I think one of the most egregious one to me personally, as we go through this of the things, I'm not going to just read the EULA. I'm not doing that. You can pick it up if you want to read this dry document. But the main thing that always I got with it is that the idea that using Minecraft in a significant part of the title, the part of the creative work, such as a YouTube video or your Twitch stream, they're going to stop that. They want to break that down. So even this thing, Explore Minecraft EULA, if we were playing Minecraft like that, we just violated one of the rules.
Yep.
Just violated it. Yep.
The thing for me is what really got me was...
It says extreme. I don't know. There's wiggle room on that, I think. So. Plus the fact you don't control, like on Twitch, you put what game you're playing up on there, and Twitch puts that's on. That's not part of you putting it in the title.
Correct.
Right.
See, that's fine. That's fine. Putting it in the title,
YouTube
not fine.
video that has the
YouTube
title
video.
Minecraft in it as a predominant part of the title. Their example was if you named it something else, a Minecraft podcast, that's okay. But if you just call it Minecraft, whatever, or add us playing Minecraft, there's no. The other thing that was bothering me was that you can't use the word or the font of Minecraft to promote anything that isn't Microsoft funded / they let you do that with. Correct. So if I wanted to have if there were going to be a little local event for Minecraft in our city, and I want to call it let's mine together in the Minecraft font, they're like, yeah, no, you can't do that. That's
the other question is, does that include modding? Like these people put together these mod packs and they're using these fonts. Does that get caught up in all of this or not?
Yes. We'll get to your mods, sir.
I haven't read ahead of time, so I'm just wondering.
You're perfectly fine. This is even better. This is even better. So, other thing with it, comes to with player keys. Let's say that everyone's because we give free access to the low key Minecraft server. You guys all have access, right? I'm sure. Anyways, you guys already have the link. I'm not going to show you the link is. Anyways, so our busy, massive 300 person Minecraft server. If we had like queues up and made people like, you know, like have different subscription tiers of keys, like if you're the bronze keys, you can't get in, but if you're a gold key holder, we can let you in. Not allowed to do that anymore. That's against the EULA.
That's actually against a lot of you. I mean, that's against. I know Patreon doesn't let you do that sort of thing. So I mean, I'm trying to think of who it was.
So?
There was a person recently. He's a streamer. He was streaming a video game, and he was saying that he asked ArenaNet. It was ArenaNet. It was Guild Wars 2, right? Mm-hmm. And he asked them if he could, you know, like make a tier on his Patreon that where if you paid extra money, mm-hmm. you would get private you get tutoring basically on how to play PvP or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
They told him that was completely unacceptable,
mm-hmm.
and he would lose his partner status by doing that.
Mm-hmm.
So is that the kind of thing we're talking about with tiering or giving extra levels to people or giving special, basically charging people for extra access into the game in some way?
Yeah, of your private server.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. We're not talking about like a realm server. This is your private server. Like even if you sit there, you put this thing on, you know, like your own scratch server.
Yeah.
You can't do this. Servers with any content not suitable for 10-year-olds are now prohibited. So how's your mods? Are your mods suitable for 10-year-olds there, Reinhold?
Well, I mean, if they can understand nuclear physics,
that's not suitable.
Nuclear power is not for children, sir. That's banned.
Someone's mod's getting banned.
The thing that they added on there that really, really put the nail on the head is any server, piece of online content such as video or other may be taken down for any reason whatsoever if we at Mojang don't like what you're doing.
I was going to save that up for last.
So if whatever your mod is, if they decided they were going to add that into the game, yeah, your mod's now gone. Like it's gone now. We don't want that mod anymore. Yeah, it might be better than what we're implementing,
but
it doesn't matter anymore. That's gone.
I know.
It's gone.
Like that.
Your mod's gone.
Yep, just gone because they deemed it so and want it gone. Somebody said something to them and they want it gone, or they may have another pack that they want to sell to you. So it's mod gone.
My question is,
no.
What is prompting it? Because I've got a feeling there's probably some people out there doing stuff that's way out of line
mm-hmm.
that they want to be able to crack down on. That's why they're making a lot of this, if we disagree or if we disapprove type of mm-hmm. thing, that gives them the power to go after those people. But where does that line get drawn? I mean, they're not going to completely destroy their modding community or their user community by going after people that are well liked and everybody wants to be involved in and everything else.
Mm-hmm.
They're going after specific instances, I'm sure. But there's a creep thing. It's the same thing with government where they're like, oh, we'll make this law that is only to go after these horrible, heinous people. And then all of a sudden people are getting pulled over for those things all the time and getting mm-hmm. in trouble and going to jail. So,
correct. Yeah. Police officers doing the fishing expedition. I just want to search this car. I don't like this car. I smell weed. I smell weed. It's like, I think this is the most BS reason.
Profile.
Yeah. I smell weed. Let's see. Now this one's not so bad, but I see it's more on. This is more the onus is more on Microsoft or Mojang to do this to their own product, other than forcing someone else to do this. So all servers need to add a non-official Minecraft product and adds a terms of service clause upon joining for the first time of their servers, which. Okay, that kind of seems reasonable because of like different confusions and stuff like that from like parents and little kids playing the game. I can understand that, but that to me, the onus is on Microsoft to put that in the game to make it easier for people for voting at the servers. Not that I have to go add this now.
Yeah, make it a default that a default TOS comes up, and then modders and people like that can go in and modify that mm-hmm. to modify their terms of service. But it gets prompted that first time when they log in. It's not something anybody has to code.
Correct. Yeah. So now, like, I've got to put this in there, and it's just like, Well, is it automatically in Realms? Yeah, it's fine with Realms. So you just want me to buy Realms, not running my own
Yeah,
server. Yeah.
yeah, and it's like, oh yeah, you have to put your own terms of service in what's going to be on your server, meaning that it has to be specifically what you're adding in your mods on your server.
Yeah.
You have to specify all the mods you're adding.
Who knows? Anyways, Eskaja says the arbitrary terms are going to end up turning into another YouTube in terms of moderation. People won't know what the rules are and will kill people's want to interact. Yeah, I think like because they are written vague to go against like these unknown actors in the space, which there are. Are there not bad actors in it? Probably 100%. It's freaking Minecraft. It's so big. It's so massive. I am sure as heck there's some bad, naughty streams out there.
But
I've seen
to
them.
push back a little bit, are people really avoiding YouTube now because of the moderation? I mean, are people like are YouTube numbers dropping?
I mean,
I don't think so. I think
on
that
the person.
didn't Jeff Bezos just like make a bunch of money because of better than expected income for the companies and stuff? I mean,
yeah.
I mean, also YouTube
like
is getting
Twitch.
sued for not paying a lot of things right now, so that's also a thing.
Because Twitch is doing similar things, I'm sure. So I mean, but Bezos made a bunch, and I'm sure Google's not hurting for money.
AlphaGoog's not hurting for money, but they're not making tons of money off of the YouTube. Yeah, that's why others they started going back to just like Twitch started like oh crap, these smaller stream people, we need to let them make ad revenue because there's more of them than these big people. They're not paying enough for them. It's like, yep, ding dong, ding dong.
Well, Twitch has its own issues, but
yeah.
It's hard to compare Twitch and YouTube for various reasons.
They're two different products. Two completely different products. Twitch should not try to be YouTube, and YouTube shouldn't try to be Twitch. Because YouTube actually does have a very good live product. They just have a terrible time of doing any discoverability, doing anything with it. It's a great product for what they do. I think
unless
no, YouTube's
discoverability is 100 times better than Twitch's discoverability.
YouTube live discoverability is different.
Yeah,
but if you watch a Spliffing Brit, you learn how to completely manipulate live.
Yeah,
to make it very discoverable. He's got a whole YouTube video where he proves this, where he starts off and shows the numbers and everything that happens as he's doing, and he shows it's just how much it's getting promoted to other people by doing certain things. There's certain ways to do this. With Twitch, you have no ability to do anything to make yourself more discoverable other than hiring bots to make your numbers large enough to get higher up on the list. That's the only chance you have with Twitch.
You leave my bots alone, okay? And rating helps too. Rating is very, very helpful in Twitch. But anyways, this is not a stream help stream. What?
Going back to the Minecraft stuff.
Yes.
Them just being able to shut it down for whatever reason, like they don't need a reason. It's their own discretion is the issue. Really, that's one of the big issues for me is when it comes down to, you spent 2 years working on a mod, and it just so happens right as you release your mod and it starts getting traction, Minecraft decides to also add something that's kind of similar. They don't want your mod taking away from the thing they're introducing, so they just go gone. Yeah. I pressed that button and it's gone now.
So this one's for Vincent, so we can't write his Minecraft Dojins. Fictional story writers are not allowed to include Minecraft brands or assets. Okay. Right.
Whoa, sir. No.
So
I mean,
but that one's just obvious.
Yeah, that one's
TSR
obvious.
Does the same thing. I mean, you can't go right.
Old TSR or new TSR?
Old TSR. The problem is that old TSR and old Mojang and old those guys that were really small didn't have the resources to go after the people they wanted to go after. I mean, you guys were talking about that on the show Saturday, right? About you have to pick and choose because you don't have the money to fight all of this stuff, and especially smaller streamers and smaller content creators can't do that. So that's the thing is these is a big company now. They've got lawyers on staff. They can go do this stuff.
But that one, like you said, like the reaction, like so, like that one, I do know there's a lot of bad bootleg Minecraft books that are out there in
Oh
the
yeah, they're
public.
so bad.
There are tons of them. Some of them are really
Oh,
bad.
yeah.
Some of them are just used to, I don't know, like make money off of Kindle Unlimited. You know, for people like, oh, this will teach you Minecraft. This is junk book crap. The book's crap. You know.
Yep.
So, it's makes Cocoa Melon look like AP calculus.
How to win at YouTube and how to win at TikTok. Those books are out there, I'm sure. They all
like
they're like that guy who says, I'm 28 and I have $10 million. Here's how I did it. Follow my steps. And step 5 is inherited $11 million from his dad. So that's just the problem.
Very important. It's very important. Oh man, yeah.
Don't skip that step.
Yeah, I did like someone like fact check like I'm a young millionaire. Clearly, this Ferrari was renting. You see the sticker in the window. I'm like, oh my god, this is awesome. Fact check. This is the fact checks I'm talking about. Man, let's see. We did the in-person Minecraft events like LAN parties. We're not allowed to engage in sponsorship if said event is to make money. So long as you're not making money, you're fine. So nonprofits, you're golden. Yeah. So yeah.
To keep the poor people poor, everything's good.
Whoa. If you learned anything from Hillary Clinton and Joe Biden, you can make your nonprofit make a lot of money for you. Okay. Yeah. So what I'm hearing is that this kills the $multi-thousand a year Minecraft art. Okay. You
just outran it. Oh god. Good job. You fell right into his trap.
Did I? Or did he fall into mine?
Man, it is crazy though. This is the first time they've changed it in over 3 years. Yeah. So they've added some things which are not. I think because it's new and just adding it and like they also with the community, they're not used to Microsoft doing anything enforcement like that in there. Like, do they ban bad actors and social security? Yes, they've done that, but like this is like them judging like the themes or things that you're doing or crunching down with it, because in the past they have just allowed you to do this. There's some different school events where like, hey, we're doing Minecraft in the school, you can just do it in Minecraft. They just kind of leave people alone, and now they're not. Yeah, so which it's also
okay because I'm probably still going to leave a lot of people alone. They're not going after, like I said, they're going after specific cases that are bad.
Yeah,
so.
To be perfectly honest, I think you're right. Some of the stuff like the font one, it really feels like they really want to charge for that font or licensing this font, and people are just using it. Like, yes, if that's your font,
just have approval process where you can say, okay, you can use the font for your thing, just as long as we make sure it's not something bad. But if you're doing something completely that we wouldn't approve of, then yeah, we want to be able to say no to.
Yeah. I dislike the whole forcing your private server can't have suitable content for just 10-year-olds only. Which I'm guessing that's. I hate that idea. Like if I'm running, I can understand I'm running on Realms. I pay for Realms, and it's running on Realms. It's on their stuff.
I'm trying to think of in the
my
game,
hardware, my friends.
What could be in the game that would be not 10-year-old?
From what I understand, that was added in because there was a server that somebody made that was called Grand Theft Minecraft, and they modded in guns.
Yep.
Well, I mean, there's mods I've played with that have automated gun turrets and things like that. But I'm trying to think if that would be.
That's not suitable.
Some of those would be. Yeah, I was just thinking more along lines because you can have art in there, and there's actually a mod where you can put in a screen that's on a wall, and that screen can be a live view onto a web address or something like that, where you could actually pump in porn on a big screen, something like that.
Wow, right? Hold on. I can't believe you would do that.
I didn't say I did it. I said it's possible to do. That's why I'm wondering if there's stuff like that going on that they're trying to get after. But
I'm probably sure they do that because they do it in what is it? Twin Towers. That's yeah.
It's not Twin Towers.
Twin Towers. What is it?
Towers Unite.
Towers Unite. Yeah, they do that in Towers Unite. Someone will sneak in naughty films, stuff like that, into the movie theater. Which is like, oh my god.
But yeah, that's what I was hearing, is that there was a server they didn't like, that somebody took a creative idea of trying to take the GTA Online aspects that they liked, but GTA Online started to go downhill and was basically pay to win. And then they decided that they wanted to put it in Minecraft because you were free to do it in Minecraft, and then Minecraft didn't like that.
Yep.
And also GTA Online took out a bunch of their own cars and then sold them off as DLC. It's because, games.
NFT Minecraft.
Oh god, don't give them any ideas. Okay. All right, don't give them any ideas. So yeah. So that's yeah. So the community, like I said, up in arms because they were just so now that everyone's just like now they flinch because okay, there's teeth to this thing now. Like so, but we haven't really seen it actually bite something yet. So
right, we
I
haven't
think
seen
the
anything yet.
community is sitting there with bated breath to watch. Are they actually going to enforce this as strictly as we believe that they're going to enforce it, or are they just going to go after just like White Reinhold thinks, just the bad actors in the space?
I was looking at some comments. Somebody brought up a really good point about limiting the access to people to the servers. You can't have like Patreon exclusive servers because you can't limit the people who can go on your servers anymore.
Right.
So you have to. One person cannot dictate who goes on a server or not, based on outside of game content.
Correct. So which only if you're charging to restriction of the server. So it's like it is like this Minecraft server is just for my patrons. That's the restriction they're talking about. That pay to get in thing.
Yep.
That's which.
But they have like sub only servers, right? So, but you're still getting paid, but it's not.
Yep. No. If
that was the thing with I was getting ready to talk about with the other guy I was telling you about, the Patreon levels he was not allowed to do. Sub levels he was able to do because it was part of the Twitch. You know what I'm saying? But because it was a Patreon, he couldn't, and that's why I think that a lot of people are getting hung up on because technically they're both pay to get on, but for some reason game developers are going, oh well, Twitch is fine, that's fine. You know what I'm saying? Like, where does that line get drawn?
Well, based on the wording, right? It's like access to your server cannot be limited to or controlled directly or indirectly by a player owning or having access to out-of-game content, products, or services. Meaning that you literally can't do, well, it's only for my subs. You can't do that because that's outside of the game content. That is, you have to let anybody who wants in your server on.
Yeah, as long as there's nothing exchanged to reward like money. So if you wanted to make just a friends only one, yes, perfectly fine. You can do friends only. You can just do, if you got a polyQ only server, okay? But
my friendship can be bought for $50 a month.
Whoa! Wow! Right. How about this? You could be my friend, but my friends all give me a stipend of $20 a month.
I mean, that's my friends, man. That's
great. they're just gifting me that money. It's a gift.
Or the server costs this much to run.
Pause. That is indirect, meaning that it's not allowed. It is indirect.
Dang it.
So yeah, it's
Oh yeah.
It's a little iffy. It's going to be interesting to see how this goes. It is a change that a lot of the people who who've been playing Minecraft and the Minecraft community has not been happy about.
So I get the, okay, let's not have the overt pornography or something, blah, blah, blah. It's great. Certain things like that I can see. I'm trying to figure out what they're trying to counteract with this rule. Like charging people to get on your private server. Is it just because somebody's making money off your product? They feel like you could charge way more than what it costs to run the server. Therefore, you're making money off their code.
or they're
was-
trying to
That's why you
incentivize you
have
to do
private
realms.
servers.
Yeah, I was
Right.
trying to look see if there's like a lawsuit or something they got sued over. Like, well, they pay to use your software or something like that, or maybe it is like an IP thing. Like, I don't know, like something got construed a different way. I couldn't find anything like that. If someone did find that, please send it to me. I would glad to look that. Please share.
Right. All I've seen is that them just trying to shove people into using their direct services.
Yep.
If you want to do that, use
Now, to be
Realms.
fair, that is how Microsoft has decided they want to make money for the name since they started making Office 365 a service product. They want to be a service product company now. So
yeah,
that fits in with their model.
No wonder they
Trying to get rid of
Blizzard
private servers
Activision.
completely. I mean, are they thinking about maybe trying to get rid of private servers completely, or
That wouldn't surprise me.
just make it so hard to do that if you want to do anything of any substance with it, you have to go to Realms.
Right. It feels like they're incentivizing you to use Realms.
Yeah.
And that they're trying to phase out private servers in some way, shape, or form.
Yeah, considering like you do have to authenticate 2 Microsoft servers each time to get into it. Like they want you to authenticate to them.
Well, and technically, if I run a single player game on my computer, it's technically a server.
Yeah,
Is
but
that
yes,
included in that.
But the why I want to get onto a launcher and to connect to your machine, then I have to get authenticated by Microsoft server through the launcher.
But even when I bring up my own personal game, I still have to log into the Microsoft launcher. I still have to log in to authorize to play that game on my computer.
Correct.
So is there a chance that they could end up going after my personal on-computer game that I'm only the one playing?
Well, like granted, like they didn't really talk about an enforcement mechanism, so I'm guessing it's all built on snitch culture right now. They need you to snitch. So if you snitch on yourself,
I see that.
I just need the Ryan Hole with the gun behind other Ryan Holes.
It definitely feels like they're trying to push you out of doing it. So like having your private server now that means you have to have your own terms of service. You have to purposely mark that you're not a part of it, but with using your own code because they're not going to give it to you. You have to put your own code in to make sure that you're not a part of what they want, and you can't let people and you have to let anybody on and you can't have it be. You can't have people pay to be a part of it, either directly or indirectly. And it's just like,
yeah. Virgin Minecraft server,
and they,
Counter-Strike source server,
and they have the option to just shut it down if they think that you're doing something they don't want you to do. And it's like, well, you're not directly getting paid for it, but you told your subscribers and your members on your YouTube channel to go to this particular server, so we're pulling it down because you say you're indirectly getting paid for it.
Yep.
Fine, just find it on the dark web, and if you can find it, you can have it.
Find it on the onion. Anyways, so that's that. So
it's fun.
Switching gears.
So let's agree that Microsoft's sometimes complete piece of shit. Now,
I mean,
Twitch.
They are buying Blizzard. They are buying Blizzard Activision.
Yeah, they say they are. We'll see if that ever actually happens.
I mean, they've won their first set of court
for 2
cases.
years.
Mm-hmm.
They won their first set of court cases about it. So we'll see.
In 2030, we'll be talking about it.
What if the Overwatch tanking was on purpose to get this deal to go through?
Bro, do you have any idea how bad the Overwatch League became at the end of this? They were paying teams $6 million to leave. They were paying them $6 million to leave the league. That's how bad it got. That's how bad it is.
Then Pallet is going to unleash this stupid broken chamber with a shotgun.
Every new character is always broken, isn't it?
No. Sometimes they release the character.
Punch Demon was not.
She was not broken on launch.
I am so behind.
I
think my last new one was like Yaggaroth.
That was broken. That Yaggaroth's not broken now. It no longer is what's it? The no aim champion.
It's not a
boss
anymore.
7 is still broken. Which you haven't experienced 7 yet.
I think I had a little bit, but not a lot. No.
Yeah.
I think 7 was around. I played 1 or 2, like one night with you guys.
Mm-hmm.
Well, if you'd ever tell me when you're playing, because Friday I was looking at maybe playing, and I saw you guys playing Payday 2, and I'm like, no, I don't have that game, so
Oh, do you want it? I got a copy left.
I never played Payday. I don't know.
Even better. Do you like robbing banks?
I can do that in GTA.
Do you like the movie Heat?
I play in Free City, man.
Do you want to shoot cops?
In Minecraft?
I was thinking, I like the team.
Oh, you
stuff.
can't do that. You can't do that, sir.
Come on, say the answer.
Paladins.
Okay, fine.
Mhm.
It is team. It's team. Think of Left 4 Dead, but we rob banks.
I don't have Left 4 Dead. I've never played it either.
Anyways, right, hold you. You're
I
embarrassed.
can't get you to play Guild Wars 2.
I mean, you could. They just can't get me to play it, thus making it so it's impossible for him to immediately jump into it.
We could have 5 people playing 5-player strikes in Guild Wars 2 and knocking them out and making all kinds of legendaries. But no, I can't do that.
Okay.
No, I'm playing. I'm sorry, Reinhold. I'm the one who's playing. I'm the one who's playing with this time.
So I have to do
This could be us, but you're
guilds
playing.
and Guild Wars. Play with other people.
It's good that you're meeting new people. Anyway, speaking of new people, let's go to Twitch drum before we run out of time. Man, so I'm sure you guys all know about one of the most popular streamers on Twitch. His name is Kai's name.
I just know him as Kai.
Yeah, Kai. Anyway, so Kai, I know Kai, like this really popular streamer because I always hear of like the blow ups at the not Amp Mansion because they've got this, which a lot of the YouTubers started doing the same was like the content houses. Well, so does Twitch streamers. They do these content houses, like which climb from the like cam models you do this, like the models used to do this back in the day where they just get houses and stuff like that together and just make content together because it's easy to make content off each other, help feed everyone, and everyone's helping out, and everyone's keep that grind set. So everyone's keep grinding because everyone's usually doing the exact same thing. Well, like I said, I've heard about this guy because these guys are in this house and this mansion, right? Literal mansion. It's one of the richest areas in California, and they're just setting off fireworks, having all kinds of parties late at night, just complaints in the like the people living around them in that area, and then having to deal with it. It's I gotta put it. It was where's the cat? I'm trying to like, oh man, should I play one of these videos?
Nah, it's fine.
What? So it's Kai. Is it Kai? Is the stream?
Yeah, KAICENAT. Like, and you can see some of them very popular, and incredibly young. Just nice. And it's, and its content for what it is, it's very popular. I find it very, it's very immature, but I'm close to 40-year-old man watching it. But I'm always like I'm telling Vincent, like, dude, I was 14, 20 years old. I would watch the crap out of this video because I would want to chase my buddies with fireworks and with a bazooka and stuff like that throughout a house. I think that would be hilarious at the time. At that age.
There's people been doing this on YouTube for years, right? So this is
correct. This is like, no, he's not like
he's so popular. He's so popular that he has 2 waiting rooms. Like people who have created channels that are nothing but waiting rooms where they show clips and VODs of him when he's offline until he comes online again.
He is the most subscribed to / followed person on Twitch.
What?
He's the top. He's number 1 on Twitch. He's the top.
He's top dog.
I mean,
he is numero
and he's not
uno.
doing gaming. He's just doing.
Oh, he does that.
He does some gaming as well.
He does
gaming. He does all this stuff is how I know about him. But he does IRL stuff. They do games. They do pranks. They do all kinds of different stuff in this house. Yeah,
he's got more than lyric, right? Is that what we're saying?
Yeah, he's number 1.
Yep. Only because Twitch outlawed gambling. Okay, I'm saying if the gambling stuff stay there. Okay. All right. Anyways,
wait a minute. They outlawed gambling. Oh, they outlawed the.
Certain
CS:GO gambling,
certain gambling.
No,
right, because I still follow a poker channel that just broadcasts old poker games and stuff.
Yeah,
there's they banned mostly like slots and stuff.
Yeah, certain
Because a
gambling.
lot of people were just playing slots
Well,
over and
actual
over.
gambling. If there's a like skill involved game,
Mhm.
you kind of let's like.
Yeah,
But if you're
poker's
just sitting there
fine.
going, like,
Well,
it's just-
that's my problem though, is that the government doesn't think that there's skill involved in poker because they still have it illegal in some state. Anyway, go on.
hey, right.
Just touching a nerve because I'm a semi-pro poker player, and it really pisses me off that I can't play. But that's all right. Online, I can go to the casino and play. That's fine, but I can't apparently play online with other people. So.
But right, I can help you play online if you ups. Anyways,
No, there's ways I can do it, but it's
using our
technically illegal.
sponsor NordVPN.
No, seriously, that's part of the problem. Is you have to do stuff like that, and you have to have addresses for the money.
Why
Anyway.
gonna get some gambling sponsorships? We're gonna get paid.
So I'm trying to look at this channel. I'm trying to. He's got 6.5 million followers. If I go to Lyric, what does Lyric get? Oh, Lyric's only got 3 million. Okay.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
He had a whole big stream when he overtook Ludwig, because Ludwig was #1 for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
But he had a whole big stream. It's like he was on stream crying. He called his mom, and they were crying together because it was an accomplishment that he actually put his mind to it and been doing it for years, and actually got the following that he got to.
Yep. Well, like I said, but young kid. I'm glad you understand like this, like super young kid. So he came up with this great, brilliant idea, right? I'm going to. What?
Soda Poppin's got 9 million followers.
What? I don't. I'm. Can I
okay,
go with the view? Anyway, so he came up with this brilliant idea, right? And was like, he's going to give out PS5s, right? That sounds to his audience, right? That sounds awesome, right?
Yeah, I've seen that before, stuff like that. Yeah,
but he decided to do it in Union Square in Manhattan.
Okay,
with no security, no event set up, no permits.
Oh, that's part of the problem. If you don't have the permits, and you don't have, that could be a problem.
And as you could probably assume, all hell broke loose.
Did he detail how he was giving them away before they showed up?
He dropped an address and where he's going to be, and then people showed up.
So that's the height of ignorance. I mean, we were staying all night.
Great.
We had one of those toys that we were supposed, like a Furby, I think it was, that my friend's daughter wanted. So we stood in line, and we were like right up at the front of the line. Then they came out after the line and whined around everywhere and started giving everybody numbers and say, okay, we're going to be drawing. I'm like, well, why the fuck was I here 4 hours ago standing in this line if you're just going to give me a number and pull me out of a lottery? Should have said that before you did this thing.
See, he didn't realize how, like, when you look at a number on a screen with your most subs, and then you see that you have like 70,000 subs, and you're just like, oh yeah, I'll drop this, and there not a lot of people are going to show up because that number doesn't feel real.
People,
It doesn't feel real until you do it, and then when you fill up with hundreds of thousands of people show up because they've watched your streams, and you're giving away free stuff, and then there's also the spectators who saw people go into a location and they're like, why are they all going there? I'm gonna follow because I want to know what's happening.
Correct. Yeah. So basically, like a riot ensued of everything because you've got all these different people in an era, very young, very energetic, wanting PlayStation 5s, and was a PS5 to be had because of all the stuff, because all the stuff was going on to be had. Like so basically riot ensued. And so passions grew, because there was also construction nearby. And a lot of these kids, after being angry with the PS5, decided to go to the construction site and get supplies that helped fuel their passion expression, and started hurling bricks and paints and fire extinguishers and
folding chairs.
Oh,
that's a whole different thing. All right,
whole different thing. We'll cover the folding chair thing next Monday. What's all the details are out about. I just want to make sure for me about it correctly. I want to make sure everyone's in the right verse. But so if you're watching the videos, like CNN covered a lot of it, and the local news in the area for of people in cars being attacked, people in the little newsstands out there getting attacked, people being beat down, stuff like that, as the cops trying to get order in this area. Also, they had to call the Department of Transportation to tell them to stop having subways to drop people off at the station. Bypass the entire area, right? They called all the cops in, basically, that was free in Manhattan to come in there, and then they had to call people outside of the other boroughs around the area, and on the verge of calling the National Guard to quell this riot. Alleged riot. I don't think they declared it yet as an official riot. They did end up arresting Kai for inciting this alleged riot.
He might get off of the inciting the riot, but he's not going to get off on doing an event without permits and things like that. He's going to get in trouble.
Yeah. He's going to lose some money.
It's going to hurt.
It's going to hurt.
He's going to do a subathon. He's going to be doing a subathon soon.
It sounds like he probably has some bank at this point.
Yeah. The new Prime House is probably going to be in the ghetto for a while. We can't trash this one. This is a rental. This is a rental.
We can't go to the Prime House because last time we were there, they were talking about this zoo thing. I don't even know about that.
God, man, the house is stupid late. Oh God, but it's insane. It was insane to watch. I recommend anyone going on and watching the absolute zoo of events that was happening out there. It is, and I couldn't imagine being there in the sea of people, or I feel bad because there are videos of people in their car turning into it, right? Not only because it's just a lovely day, you turn left and there's just this massive crowd of people surrounding your car. There was one person jumping on someone's hood, on their hood, jumping on their windshield. I'm just going I'm glad this is New York City. There'd be a lot of dead kids.
Hey, there was a riot in Indy that I was a part in the middle of. You look at me like I'm crazy.
Can elaborate?
Yeah.
Oh, there was a thing where the cops arrested somebody and he used excessive force.
Mm-hmm.
People thought, and this was at 38th and College area.
Mm-hmm.
Now I lived at 54th
mm-hmm.
and College east a block.
Mm-hmm.
So I usually drive down College.
When was this?
In 95, maybe
18 or 19. 95.
19, I think. If I remember.
Cool. Because I was one.
Because as I was driving home, I'm trying to go down College. I'm like, well, there they got it blocked off. And then there's helicopters flying overhead.
Mm-hmm.
And I found a back way into my block over house. I got in there, and on College, literally had College blocked off from because I was at 42nd or something like that, 48th in that area. And they had it blocked off from 50th Street down to 38th Street. Just blocked. Nobody could go up and down College, and there were people walking up and down and doing all kinds of things. And we're just oh, this is happening. Out our back window, we could see cross over to College, and we could watch, what was going on. But that was a fun time. But luckily they had a block so I couldn't get into the middle of it, as it were. But it was close. So it has happened in Indy too, by the way. It's not just New York.
I'm just saying this but I'm just saying not to this magnitude, not this size. I don't think IMPD could handle a crowd of this size.
Now there were probably a couple thousand people. It probably wasn't a couple, 100,000 people.
There is so much construction. There wouldn't be enough people to get to that location.
That's true.
That's true. There's
so much construction.
They have been stuck on I-69.
Stuck
7 miles back.
Well, this was the year before 38th Street collapsed because of the underground stuff. They just collapsed.
Oh man,
you remember that?
Was that 96 that happened?
Yeah, it's 96 when it was just the street just went.
Yeah, it just 38th Street destroyed itself, and 38th Street has always been under construction ever since. What? I've never seen like not one part of 38th Street. Just like there's, I think most of my adult life I have not been able to get on 38th Street and just drive without seeing any construction. Because like the bridge that was out off of by Mass Ave at 38th Street on the east side, it had just like I think after the pandemic it finally just got fixed. I'm so used to not going that way. I don't even know if it's fixed anymore. To tell you the truth, I have to drive over there. But yeah. So
Scott was right.
Well, the neighborhood was mad because the neighborhood was mad because after it happened and they broke into the CVS, it was there. CVS said, "Yeah, we're closing our store and leaving." And they're like, "How can you leave this neighborhood?" I'm like, "You just broke into their store and destroyed it. What do you think they're gonna do?"
Scott was right. We couldn't have rioters here to get lost in the potholes.
Or just the street collapses.
Rhino, come on. Big businesses. They would just use their insurance. Come on, Rhino. Come on. Be a serious person.
Yeah, there weren't people actually working.
Be a serious person.
In trouble. Dangerous. Yeah.
No. There's also some very bad reacts to this thing. Like Hassan's was terrible to this thing too.
A lot of bad takes.
A lot of people's bad takes blaming like the cops or even Fox News for overhyping this up, and it was like, this is a mob.
But they were hyping it up over after the fact. They weren't hyping it up like they weren't inciting the riot,
right? Yeah,
they were just reporting on the riot. They may have been hyperbolic about it,
correct?
But it's still they weren't part of the reason it happened. That's just silly.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
yes. Yeah. I'm glad you saw the difference there.
This is just 1997 Black Friday. I don't know. That's what it sounds like to me.
No.
This is what happens when Tickle Me Elmo comes out and they sell out.
Oh my God. That's
Furby. I mean, I tell you, it was at that Furby. There were a lot of people. It was getting ugly. It could have erupted because there were a lot of people upset.
Yeah. Anyways, before this episode doesn't get too long in truth, let's go ahead and end it. Does anyone do any final thoughts? Anyone want to say anything before I go into my lasting rant?
The world is weird, guys.
Do you think that he's going to get more followers or less because of this?
More.
I mean, yeah.
So it's probably worth it for him.
Financially worth it, yeah. Oh yeah. Which it's the scary thing because it's like this might be a trend. Hopefully not.
Well, it's already been part of a trend on YouTube because people have been doing stuff like that for years. It's just gone over into Twitch apparently. So.
Which Twitch is like more goofier or less mentally there. YouTubers and TikTok is less mentally there. Twitch.
Do you think Twitch stamps down on it?
No.
Oh no.
God, no.
They do their own thing. They still do the giveaways and stuff. It's just when you see that people are unprepared of what they're doing, but they see the success of somebody like a Mr. Beast, who goes to a place and does a thing, and then people will go, "Oh, people really like him for doing that thing." / call him the Antichrist for whatever reason, because that happens all the time for whatever reason.
Yeah.
But he shows up and does a thing, and then they go, "Well, I want to do that too," with zero of the planning.
Yeah. They don't show any like the back planning that Mr. Beast does, and the times that Mr. Beast has pulled out of events because they believe that something like this would happen because someone leaked out that he was being there, and all was like, "What?" And he's like, "Nope, we're pulling out the event." He's like, "No, this is too dangerous. This is dangerous. Something bad could happen. We're going to pull out." How dare you? Like, this is dangerous.
Yes, I don't want people to get hurt.
Correct. Yeah, it would be the exact same way is let's say a famous, I don't know, let's see, I'm trying to think of a famous person. Let's say LeBron James goes to goes to Denver. It walks around the middle of the street of Denver. People are going to be like, "Oh my God, it's LeBron," and could cause a dangerous time if everyone realizes he's there. Yeah, especially, especially if he's
Especially
talking about giving.
Especially if there's no Lakers games in Detroit at the time. That just makes it even weirder.
Yeah, and the paparazzi who they'll kill a person. So
Whoa! That happened 2 times. Every time, yeah, just twice. Okay, just twice.
One of those is a royal pain in the butt. I'm telling
Oh
you.
my god! All right. So, if you made it this far of the episode, you're a true fan, and we thank you. Give you listen to anything else in the world, but you decided to listen to this, and thank you. This is a live recording of a podcast that happens at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We stream live on twitch.tv/we are libertarians, and on youtube.com/we are libertarians. That's ARE on that one. So please come hang out with us live, chat with us, have this, help us continue this conversation. You can also reach Reinhold on Twitter at Reinhold.
in any social media, Reinhold.
All social media is at Reinhold. If you don't think it is the right Reinhold, just go ahead, tell him that his flavor of ramen is bad, and you will find out quicker that it is the correct Reinhold.
Won't have to make some of
Scouser,
that
I
again.
need you to ban that bot real quick while you're still here, Scouser.
Oh my god! Bad. Come on, producer Paul, do your work.
Don't advertise that.
Anyways, where was I? I forgot. Really should write it down because I'll do it in the head. Is like, yeah. So please come hang out with us. We're gonna have a lot of fun. We got a lot of cool things planned here on the channel. So please hang out with us. So, all right, bye everybody.
Enjoy your weeks.